ultimately this is going to be a comprehensive guide to cooking in the outdoors. This cookbook has been in my head for years. These are just some of the notebooks that I've collected over the years since being a chef, of the meals I've eaten or the recipes I've enjoyed, and lots of them I've adapted for the trail, and it's time to put them all into one cookbook. So welcome to my crowdfunder to make said cookbook. A guide to cooking in the outdoors by Off the Beaten Pot. Not the catchiest of titles, and that might well change, but the point is, it is a guide on how to cook in the outdoors. It's not just a compendium of recipes, over 80 recipes at the moment. For those of you specifically have never cooked outdoors, are not so confident in cooking outdoors, or want to learn more about cooking in the outdoors, then that's who this book is really pitched at. So it will have recipes that are really easy and you'll be walked through it. There's hints, there's tips, there are different levels of skill set leading up to some really fancy food. And just because there are really simple meals in it doesn't mean they're rubbish. Sometimes actually the most experienced of us out there who are on the trail, you just want to keep it simple. And after a really hard day beating through and along a path, up a mountain, into a forest, whatever it might be, you just want a nice meal, but you don't want necessarily to tear open some egg-sped food just for sustenance. So this is where you can find that really tasty food and convenience can combine. And this book will have loads and loads of recipes. It'll have loads of hints, loads of tips, lots of advice, lots of really practical things throughout this book. Not only is it going to be full of recipes and hints and tips and advice, it's going to be beautiful. So the idea is to make this, it's going to be a centerpiece of your cookbook shelf. And that's going to be done in a few ways. One, it's going to be printed on incredibly good heirloom paper stock, but it's going to be adorned with the most beautiful illustrations from Holly Astle, who's an incredible illustrator, who has designed this mock-up and also my logo. And I just think they're beautiful. It's that people love to see what they're aiming for, especially when they're learning. The aim is to get at least one image for every recipe. So you'll have a photo of what to aim for, and where it's particularly tricky, there'll be photos along the way or illustrations. And there are a bunch of rewards as well. I'm going to start with the adaptability of the cookbook itself. It's also going to be available in a smaller cookbook, so literally physically smaller than the main one, which is going to be about 8 by 10 inches. And then the other one is going to be roughly A5, so about just over half the size of the main one. And that will pare back away a lot of the hints and tips, etc. And it will just focus on the recipes. So that will be smaller, there'll be slightly fewer recipes, and backpack friendly. Alongside that, there's going to be recipe cards, which are designed to be durable, backpack friendly, trail friendly, practically indestructible, and they will be added to as recipes come in. And some of you have already signed up to be recipe testers, which is really exciting. So as they get tested by people out there in the field actually needing to use it and honing it, they'll be added to a collection of recipe cards. I've got stickers, bookmarks. There's lots of cool rewards if you don't want a cookbook or if you just want to support this endeavor. So if you're watching this video and you're not already on the crowdfunder page, check out the link and head over there and see if there's anything there that tickles your pickle. If you are already watching this video and you're on the crowdfunder page, thank you so much for coming here, and check out the rewards, check out my mission. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.